This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
And hello and welcome to INC Radio Oregon. We thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your precious time with us. And we hope that you will enjoy the topic and the discussion that we'll be having today. And I am your host, Flo Guillermo here. And we encourage everyone, our viewers out there, to engage with us by sharing your feedback on the questions that we have, the topic discussion in the live chat. Remember to hashtag your local congregation and group worship services. And may we remind all of you to please stay with us throughout the program. And that way you will know what we'll be talking about today. And so our topic today is entitled The Postgraduate Pursuit. And so, uh, as you know, at this time of the year, graduation season is such an exciting time for all the graduates, and it's filled with a lot of relief whew, from finals and joy from completing school. Our graduates can look back and see all what they have accomplished. And this time is also a start of major changes and uncertainties. With so many pathways, how do graduates decide which part of the journey to start next? Hmm. Let's talk to some graduates about their experiences and plans. And before we get to do that, make sure that you uh, congratulate our graduates coming on our show today. So let me. I don't think they need any introduction, so I'm just gonna call on them because you see them almost every time in our program. Let's call on Jillian. Hi, Jillian.
Hi, Flo. Thank you, and happy Saturday to you, and happy Saturday to all our viewers today. So, I'm Jillian Pimentel from the Group Worship Service of Roseburg, and I graduated with a major in business administration and a concentration in accounting. And with us today, we have one of our other graduates. So, hi, Geraldine. How are you doing today?
Hello, Jillian. I'm doing great. Hello, Flo, as well. And hello to everyone watching our show today. I am Geraldine Langit from the local congregation of Vancouver, and I graduated with an associate's degree in pre-nursing.
Ooh, wow. I'm actually extra proud of the both of you for finishing your studies and still being able to perform your duties as well here on INC Radio, as well as the various duties that you also perform. And so we're going to be talking some more about the journey, your personal journey in your studies, as well as your uh, performing in your duties as well. So before we do that, let's c- let's bring up our live chat question, Kuya Tex, and we're gonna ask this trivia question, and we're gonna see um, who comes the closest to the answer. And so, Jillian, why don't you ask this question to our audience?
Yeah, of course. So we're really excited to see who can have the closest answer to our trivia question today, which is what percent of graduates work a career that is directly related to their major? So this is an interesting question because I know a lot of college students, they kind of get confused on which major that they should take. But the answer to this might be quite surprising to some of our viewers today. So make sure you go ahead and type your guesses in our live chat so that we can see who has the closest answer.
So, Jillian and Geraldine, not everyone, they've studied a particular major or they focus on a field of study, right? And once they're done with school and they graduated, um, not, I would say, a certain percentage actually get hired or actually work in that field of study. And so I've seen it. You're just going to start your career journey really soon. For me, I've been in the workforce for 30 plus years. And even for myself, I mean, I studied accounting. I did work in an accounting department. And then I changed into health, health field. And I took up how I want to say, health information technology. And so, you know, along the way you might change. So, we're going to ask uh okay, we're seeing some answers, Jillian. You want to take on these answers?
Yes, Flo. Thank you. So, just to read a few that we have already seen in our chat, I have an answer from my dad, Brother June Pimentel. Hi, Dad. And then he said 5% for his guess. We also have another guess from Sister Hazel Miranda Gutierrez, who's saying 46%. And then another sister, Sister Adrienne Langit, guessing 40%, and she's watching from Vancouver. So these are the few guesses that I've seen so far, Flo. So make sure to keep your guesses coming in the chat.
Okay. It, we're going to be sure to remember, Jillian, to maybe give the correct answer somewhere along the our program today, right? We haven't given out the answer yet, right? Not yet.
Not yet, Flo.
Not yet. So, Sister Jillian, please take a note of those who had answered and comes to the closest, and then we'll say it somewhere between our question and answers today. All right. Um, so I've met you and known you when you first started college, and there along the way, maybe you've changed majors, but first, I want to ask you, how did you end up choosing your major, and what were the main factors behind the choices you made? I'd like to start that with Geraldine.
Yes, for me, po, again, my major, I have an associate's degree now in pre-nursing, and it is, I wouldn't say a requirement to go into the nursing program, but I decided, you know what, if I can get an associate's degree now, why not get it? Because for my case, po, I go to Clark College, and there were some requirements to be able to apply to their nursing program, but there was just at least 6 classes, I believe, that I needed to take in order to be able to apply to the program. But when I talked to my advisor, she mentioned that, oh, you have more than 90 credits now, you can apply for graduation. And I was like, oh, what? Really? Okay, then right there and then I applied for graduation and I got my degree. And so I guess to answer your question, Paul, my main reason why I took this associate's degree is to be able to go into the nursing program. But then again, if let's say some reason I don't end up going into the nursing program, I was still able to take some healthcare classes and that I can use whatever career I decide to pursue.
Actually, that is a good decision you made. I'm sure it came with a lot of questions in mind and some conversations between your mom and dad and your sisters, and I think you mentioned that to me as well. What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm planning to do, but this is what I plan to do, and I feel like you made a good decision because you can go anywhere with health subjects. and somehow you'll be able to use it when that time comes and when you find that right career. And who knows, that's actually a good foundation for you, Geraldine. If you so decide uh, to move forward with um, being maybe a registered nurse or a nurse practitioner someday, we don't know. Everyone has their different path, right? So good for
Definitely.
you. How about for you, Jillian? What was what your major right now is in business, right? Am I correct?
Yes,
Um,
that's correct.
what did you start with when you decided to go to college?
That's a very interesting flow, and also Geraldine, because I was on the same route. Right out of high school, I decided I want to go into the pre-nursing route. So during my first year of college, I took all of the anatomy and physiology classes, all of the health related classes, and I kind of wanted to try something new as well. So at the end of my first year, I actually ended up switching into business, which is quite the drastic change also for especially that early in my college years. So I tried out business. I tried out all of the different concentrations of business. So starting from marketing, and then it wasn't until my third year of college that I finally decided on accounting because part of the courses that are required for the business administration umbrella course is the two beginner accounting courses. And so when I took those two classes, I really liked the content that we're learning and everything just kind of clicked with me. I was able to understand it pretty well and really like the way that accounting works, so like balancing of numbers, and I like working with numbers as well. So just having that background of the two beginning classes was a major factor in why I chose to have the accounting degree that I graduated with this year.
I know you. That was kind of like a 180 turn for you, right? When you made that change along the way, and I think Geraldine was gonna study some kind of business first. Was that your first choice, Geraldine?
No, Flo, I wouldn't say it
Yeah.
was my first choice, but it was
Okay.
one of those days where my sister and I were driving around. We saw this business that just opened up, and then all of a sudden, idea thought, oh, what if you also get a minor degree in business? So while you're working as a nurse, you can build your own business. So hopefully in the future, we'll see.
Okay. Sometimes, our path may not be what, or the studies that we did was something we had in mind, and sometimes the turns along the way could change. And so, yeah. So, you know what, Jillian, why don't you go find out? I think we're getting some more answers there. So maybe we could probably share the correct answer to our live chat question.
Yes, Flo. So just to highlight some of more of the answers that I've seen, Brother Jess Guillermo guessed 46%. And then we also have another guess here from Sister Jane Ashley Quillett with 45%, and she is from Vancouver. And so we do have a couple of correct answers in our chat that we've seen. So the correct answer of the percent of graduates that work a career that is directly related to their major is 46%. So congrats to Brother Jess and Sister Hazel for getting those answers right on the dot.
Wow, 46%. So half who study their whatever majors they're in, only half of them go into what they're really um in their career, what they studied. Amazing, right? And it goes to show that things do change along your path, your journey, as a person who's employed, or as the student who went to study. Yeah, so things can change. 46%. That's a little less than half, right? Okay, let's move along. So we are experiencing a new change from completing assignments and tests every week. I know we kind of dread those tests every week. I know I've been there. To right now, no school related responsibilities. So, What do you plan on doing during this time after graduation? Are there things you think are important to do before heading straight into your career, or should you start right away? Everybody has their different fields of what they're gonna do after high school. They're gonna go vacation, go have fun a little bit before they get serious, right? So, Jillian, what are you gonna do after you're
Yes,
done?
I know. I feel like for this, everyone has just a different choice of what they think is best suited for them. And I think one thing that is important to do after graduation is to kind of take this time to decompress and to rest, kind of take a little bit of time for yourself, especially if your schedule has been really busy from assignments and exams and just a lot of those school related things. Taking the time to take in all of this free time and enjoy it, and also to catch up on the things that you've been meaning to finish during school but haven't been able to. So for me, I'm gonna be going through all my stuff, gonna be deep cleaning. I'm gonna have just all those cleaning habits before I go ahead and go straight into a career.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I know we hear like, "Oh, you gotta go find a work already so you can start earning money." And but then there are so many things that were undone, or you know on that to-do list forever and ever. And now that you have the chance to do them, you can do it, because once you get into a career, let me tell you something. Once you get into a career, sometimes you don't get a vacation for a long time because you need to earn that vacation. So I exactly know how you feel, Julian, and I know you will accomplish all your mile-long to-do lists right there while you can. How about for you, Geraldine? What are you planning to do after all of the studying, after all the assignments? What are you gonna do?
Yes, for me personally, I would want to say to take a break as well, to rest and not think of anything. But I think my family would want me to go work now because I've been on rest. Well, I finished my classes last winter term, so it's been a whole term since I finished my classes, and I've been resting, and I know my family would want me to go out and and gain experience, which I would want to have as well, po. So for me, I have been looking for a beginner level healthcare job to have a feel of what it's like to be in healthcare, to know what it's like to work with patients, to be under under pressure po. Because right now I work as an IT,
Mhm.
and sometimes while I'm at work, an idea would come to mind. What if I just become an IT person? So I'm just sitting down here and not have to, always talk to people. But so I want to have a feel of both po. So that could help me decide which path I really want to go into. And again, like what I mentioned, the pre-nursing associate's degree, if I decide to go into something else, I have that, I guess I have that credit already. And so
Mhm.
it's not going to be as hard to start again.
Yeah. And that's not a bad idea too. Sometimes, it really depends on your situation as you yourself, as well as your family, and what the needs are. So both answers or both plans that you have are it's neither correct or neither wrong. It's really up to you. And so do what you feel that is right for you. So I'd like to ask you, how have you seen yourself evolve and change as you finished your schooling? So, sometimes there are a lot of things along the way when you're getting close to finishing. How did you see yourself evolve and change, Jillian?
College is such a major part of your life, but it also allows you to really grow and develop yourself as a person. And over these last 4 years of my schooling, I've been able to see all of the skills that I've been able to learn from my classes, not only those technical skills that come with the career and what you're studying, but also those communication skills, your organization skills, those soft skills that you have as well, such as, being able to call out for help whenever you need it, be able to connect with your peers and your classmates as well, and also just having that ability to develop the skills that you need whenever it comes to writing or to even editing or any of the other tasks that you may have to see in the future.
Yeah. I I it is a big change no matter where you go, uh, from high school to college, and college is a big part of it because that's where you're gonna say, okay, this is part of what's gonna affect me later on in life as an adult, right? You're already adult doing adult stuff, and then you're even more so, you're gonna be a career person. Um, how about for you, Geraldine? How did you see yourself evolving,
Yeah, I can
changing?
definitely agree with Jillian's answer as well. But I would like to add to that, college does really make you go out of your comfort zone. So for me, the things that I wasn't able to do before, like asking for question, asking for help, working with classmates, working with the professor. I didn't do that before because I was really shy and like thinking, oh, what if my question is not even that, that important? But college, would it would really push you to go out there and grow, like what Sister Jillian said, and talk to more people and learn more. So I think that's how I would see myself or how I evolved, going out of my comfort zone and also realizing that not everything you plan for might work. So you kind of just have to adjust to it. So you just have to, like work with it, go around it if needed. So yes,
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world if your plans don't don't
don't work
happen
out,
right away.
right? Mm-hmm. You're right. This moment in time for you in college allows you to grow even more. You become courageous and braver. I mean, when you first started school, or even in high school or college, like you got to fight for yourself, meaning advocate for yourself, because sometimes you're shy to ask a question because you might not sound correct, or you might not be understood. So you kind of have to advocate for yourself in terms of your studies, right? So good ones. So what is your ideal pursuit of success in your future? So basically, your long term goals, Geraldine.
Well, for me, po, I just really want to have a stable career. Right now, I can't really say that in the future I'll be a nurse because, like what I've been saying, I'm not 100% sure yet that that's the path that I want to go into. And so I just hope to have a stable career where I can support myself and also I can, give back to the sacrifices of my parents, let them take a break and take vacations as much as they want without having to worry about their PTO. Because you said, Sister Flo, you have to really work so much for it before you can get those hours. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think right now that's what I want to do. That's what I hope to have in the future.
Yeah, stability, along the way in life, is important, um, as you embark on your career, and how you want your future to be. So stability is a big thing. How about for you, Jillian? What is uh, your pursuit of a successful future?
I would say the same as Geraldine as well, Flo. Just having that stability of a stable career to be able to sustain myself, but also to thank my parents for everything that they've done for me throughout college and just throughout my whole entire life. Be able to retire them and send them on vacations so that we could all be together as one family and having all of these new experiences together. And then also, this brings me back to an experience I had of this one presentation that we had in one of the Kadiwa meet and greets many years ago. But there was this one brother who was saying that he had a devotional prayer for a career that would allow him to prioritize his services to our Almighty God. And that is my ideal success in the future, is being able to have a career that is able to allow me to use my time, prioritize my time, and in doing my duties and performing my duties to our Almighty God, and as well as just being able to participate in many activities and be as present as possible in all of the activities in the church. And so seeing that in my long-term goals, and that would be very much a big blessing for me, and that would be my ideal pursuit of success for me as well.
Wow, that's huge actually, to to see all that happen because even for me when I graduated from college and I went to study two times in college. I was not satisfied with my first college studies, so I went back and I always prayed that whatever path that I take, that I will always perform my duties, that I will never be hindered in performing my duties. And I've seen that come to its fruition. And it will happen to the both of you as long as you make sure that you keep your duties and you keep going. It will happen for you. You'll find that ideal job. May not be the dream job, but who knows? That might be the job or career that God blessed you with. So you will get it. I know so. And so if you had to speak to your younger self when who's starting school, what would you tell her? Or what would you tell someone who is just about to start school? Reflect on the feelings and things that maybe you was thinking of when you first started school. So, Jillian, what is that? So, what would that sound like to to us?
To those who are younger out there, and also if I could speak to younger Jillian, I would tell her to don't be afraid to try new things and don't be afraid of failing something on the first try, because that is all part of being able to have those experiences and the success that you'll see in the future. Because being able to go out there and have the courage to try new things is really important to being able to have all of these memories for whenever you grow up. And so try new things and don't be afraid to fail on the first try.
Wow, try new things. I could tell myself that too. Try new things. Don't be scared. Be courageous. How about for you, Geraldine?
For me po, my message for the young Dindin, it's okay that you feel overwhelmed with the amount of schoolwork that you have. You know, cry as much as you want, but never ever give up. Um, to tell her that we'll graduate with the highest honors in the end with your associate's degree, and also that it's okay to not have everything figured out right now, just one step at a time. And despite the amount of work that you have, keep performing your duties and always pray that God will lead you to the path that is for you. And to end this, I would like to tell her to keep making Mama, Tatay, Ate Say, Ate Yan, Ate Tat, David, and Beloved proud.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change the last question because I can feel what you folks already said. You want to keep performing your duties, and with that said, you will. I know you will. But I'm gonna just say what. message do you want to tell your mom and dad, Julian?
I would tell my parents, who I'm sure are watching right now because I see them in the chat over there, that I'm so thankful and so grateful for all of the sacrifices that you both have made, especially when it comes to this point of my life now where I'm able to see all of the sacrifices come into fruition of the time that we're able to spend as a family today. And then I also wanted to mention this quick chat that I saw. Brother Jess Guillermo actually commented this. Put your service and duties to God first, and everything will fall into place with your aspirations. And I mention this because this is what my parents always taught to me whenever it came to my schooling or whenever it came to anything in my life, is that if I'm able to put my priorities with Almighty God and my duties, that all the things in my life will come to place. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for always teaching me to live within the teachings of the Church of Christ and to be able to have this faith that allows me to reach the success that I have today.
Wow. And your parents, I know already, I know so, that they are beaming with a lot of pride and feeling so proud of their daughter, their one and only daughter. And I know they're very proud. So good job to Kajun and to Kalisa for you know, congratulations to for seeing your daughter finish college. I think she's gonna go back to school somewhere. So be ready someday. All right. How about for you, Geraldine? What do you want to say to mom and dad?
Yes, for me po, if I could say that in Tagalog, I want to say to my parents, Mama, Tatay, um, salamat po ng marami sa mga sakripisyo. Alam ko, lumipat po tayo ng Amerika, hindi para sa inyo, kundi para sa aming magkakapatid. Um, Salamat po ng marami. Alam ko hindi pa tayo tapos, hindi pa po ako tapos sa pag-aaral. Pero alam ko kahit saan man, suporta niyo nandiyan at hindi kayo alam ko lagi kayong nakasuporta sa'kin anumang desisyon ko ang gawin. Kaya maraming maraming salamat po. Pangako na patuloy ko kayo na magiging proud para sa akin. Thank you po. Sorry.
No, no, you don't have to apologize. I think that's so heartfelt. And I know that they're proud of you as well. You folks have come a long way when you folks first came to America, and I seen you grow, Geraldine, here on INC Radio. The both of you have grown so much uh, through the years, and I kind of feel like I'm your mom too, or your big ate. And so it's nice to see this evolve as well in our brethren here. So I am grateful that you both have shared your stories, and I hope that everyone has found some inspiration in our sisters, that they've done their studies as well as alongside that they were able to perform all their duties successfully, and they still continue to perform their duties. So as school comes to a close, the end of this chapter begins another. With God's guidance, our graduates accomplished this milestone in their lives, and God bless all of our 2025 graduates as they start their new pursuit. All right. Um, let's move on to our two videos before we continue on with our program. We have two videos that we want to show, and we are on a all-time high of recruitment for our district multimedia bureau. So let's play the district multimedia bureau recruit video for our audience. Kuya, text please.
Do you like expressing yourself through writing?
Maybe you love taking pictures of every activity you participate in to capture every memory. Or maybe you may be interested in capturing videos with the equipment you already have. Another skill you may be great at is organization and putting together events. Or do you simply want to learn something new? If you're interested to learn and improve in your skills, then join us in the District Multimedia Bureau. There are many activities to look forward to, such as INC Media Tour and a series of seminars and workshops. Join us in the District Multimedia Bureau, where talent and skills are honed and used in pleasing God.
All right. Thank you, Sister Jillian, for making this video for us and um, promoting our district multimedia bureau. And so, yeah, we have an ongoing recruitment of our district multimedia, and we encourage all of you to come join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of activities to look forward to. So, um, if you're interested, please approach your resident minister as well, and he will direct you to the proper um, person that's leading us in the multimedia, which is Brother Jan Dave Escano, our multimedia advisor. So approach us if you're interested, and just letting you know that you don't have to be super experienced in this. We are on a learning wave to know what goes on in multimedia. And one more video that we're going to play before we talk about our CFO activities is INC Radio and other social media outlets. Let's play that, Kuya.
Check out the official media outlets of the Iglesia Ni Cristo. Looking for uplifting, truth-filled content anytime, anywhere? Tune in to INC Radio. Subscribe and follow now to stay connected and never miss a broadcast. Want to be updated with all the latest church news and updates worldwide? iglesianicristo.net has you covered. INCmedia.org is packed with inspiring videos and real-life stories from brethren around the world. And another way to share our faith, pasugo.com.ph dives deep into Bible teachings.
All right, there you have it. So we have quite a bit of platforms that we have here in the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ. Go check them out. And yeah, we have a lot going, like I said. So let's move on to our Christian Family Organization activities, Jillian.
Yeah, we have a lot going for our CFO activities as well. So, first up, we have our local congregation of Boise on June 29th, which is tomorrow. They're having their nature walk at the Idaho Botanical Gardens. And then on July 4th, they will be having their Friday youth mission, which will be held at their Boise place of worship in their activity area. For the local congregation of Hillsboro, they'll be holding their Unity Games Pickleball at the Recreation Park at Hillsboro on June 29th, which is tomorrow. For the local congregation of Vancouver, today actually, they had their CFO socializing and fruit picking at the Sauvie Island, Oregon. And they also have the health awareness activity at the Vancouver Place of Worship, which is happening today and tomorrow, June 28th and 29th. For the local congregation of Portland, they'll be having a CFO-sponsored evangelical mission at the Portland House of Worship, which will be on June 30th, 2025. So these are the upcoming activities that we have for our district, and I'll go off and hand it off to Geraldine for some live chat and greetings.
All right. So for our first runner-up today, we have our sister Hazel Gutierrez, greeting everyone in the District of Oregon and elsewhere in the world. And some more greetings from Brother June Pimentel, Sister Annalisa Pimentel, also saying hi from Roseburg, and Sister Claire and Sister Claire Cruz and Sister Adrian Langit, greeting from Vancouver, and from Brother Nerio Kitoriano, saying hello to everyone, and to our Brother Jake Cruz as well, saying hello. And then we also have brother Dave Escano in the live chat, and our sister Carol Villanueva saying good afternoon po to everyone. And then we also have some brethren from outside our district. Sister Janet Salvador saying hello po dear brethren from local of Taguanao, Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental. And then we also have our brother Albertson Macalintal and Sister Keith Akupan saying congratulations po, Sister Jillian and Sister Geraldine. Thank you, sis. And just some more live chat. Brother Jess said, if I had known back then that my career path was in government human services, I would not have majored in business administration. And then saying from Joey Fadrilan saying, congratulations to all graduates. Greeting from DPU Mamburao, Mindoro Occidental. Thank you so much, Bob, for joining all the way from the Philippines. Also from Mario Oka saying good morning from the Philippines. And just want to read some answers from our discussion earlier. Sister Hazel Gutierrez says, same here, po, Flo. I wanted to be a lawyer as a kid. However, I studied accounting. I worked as executive assistant, legal assistant, care provider, or business owner, and now I work as an accountant and notary public. Wow, a lot of experience, Sister Hazel. Thank you for sharing that. And then, um, yes, so one more from Brother Jess Guillermo saying, I would tell my younger self to choose a career that I can use in service to God. Better yet, ask God to choose for me. Really, really good po. And then one more thing from Sister Hazel saying, both guests po are truly inspiring, active in their duties, good children to their parents, and hardworking students. Thank you so much for that po. Okay, we have more, but I would just go ahead and go to our birthday greetings and our anniversaries. So on June 24th, we had Sister Maria Desmariñas from Portland celebrated her birthday. And yesterday, Brother Joshua Jimenez from the local of Vancouver celebrated his birthday. And Sister Catherine Miranda also had her birthday yesterday. And some birthdays in June 28th, Brother Warren Couture Maneja from Portland and Sister Melissa Yaneza from Hillsborough. And for our anniversary tomorrow, June 29, Brother Jay and Sister Rose Guillermo are celebrating their anniversary from Vancouver. Right po, heading back to you, Sister Flo.
All right. And I'm very, very, very happy about our episode today. So thank you so much for both of you, Sister Jillian, Sister Geraldine, and all of you that's chiming into our live chat today. All right. And so we'd like to just send out a special acknowledgments to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, our brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Brother Wally Tarai, our INC radio station manager. Thank you so much for supporting us here on our programs always, every week that we are here. Thank you so much. And we'd like to just say thank you to everyone that joined us here on the Oregon Satellite Studio broadcast today, especially to our district minister, Brother Moises Cadosale, and Assistant District Minister, Brother Gina Ramillo. Please join us again next week. After this episode, share this program link with our friends and family. Let's subscribe to our INC Radio DZM 954 on the YouTube channel. And it's really, really sunny out there here in Vancouver, Washington. So please enjoy. And if it's very, very sunny out there as well in Oregon and the other states that's within our district, please enjoy the sun. It's summer, so please stay safe. And of course, make sure Brother June Pimentel reminded us that we should stay hydrated. So drink lots of water. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone, from the Oregon Satellite Studio crew here. God bless you, Paul. Take care.